Hey, True Believers, Englentine here with another top 10 comic books sold to readers. This is not Comicron. That is a great list if you want to know what the comic book shops are buying. This time around, though, we are talking about what people are leaving the stores with. Afterwards, we go on over to Comixology, and usually it's a contest. Who wins the digital week, Marvel or DC? But there's no way DC could win by numbers because they just didn't put out enough books this week. We'll have to do it another way. Also, these are the comic book shops that take part. This is from Bleeding Cool, so take it with a grain of salt. If you're in their area, by all means, stop by, say hi, maybe buy something, and don't forget to support your own local comic book shop. Now, without further ado, let's get this party started. Starting off the countdown at number 10 is Catwoman, Annual number 1. At number 9, we have Thor, number 13. Coming in at number 8 is Fantastic Four, number 10. In the number 7 spot is Immortal Hulk, number 18. At number 6, we have Superman Leviathan Rising, number 1. In the number 5 spot is Amazing Spider-Man, number 22. At number 4 is Detective Comics Annual, number 2. At number 3, we have Heroes in Crisis, number 9. In the runner-up position at number 2, we have Doomsday Clock, number 10. And at number 1, we have Batman, Last Night on Earth. Hey, all right. I'm a DC fan. I've told you this many times, so I root for my team. Sometimes I have to say hey, they lost, but you know what? Not this time. 6-4, DC's favor, but check this out. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4 are DC Comics. And then, of course, we have number 6 and then number 10 as well. So, not only did they win by numbers, but come on, the top 4? Good job, DC. Rock on. See, they do have enough to control and dominate a top 10. When we get to Comixology, though, they won't be able to control and dominate the top 20, so maybe we'll have to see if any independent comics jump in. But that's then. For right now, we're going to go see what the comic book shops have to say about this week's countdown. A monster of a week for DC, taking the top spots for the top 3 by a lot. In fairness, Marvel had 5 books in the top 10 and DC had 5 as well. It's just that DC released the big guns all on the same week. Wish someone would pay attention to this and spread this stuff out over different weeks. Honestly, I can agree with this as somebody who has done the paycheck-to-paycheck living a lot, that it would be nice, because you want to get it when it comes out so you're not left behind in the conversation or it's not spoiled for you. So yeah, it's better to have the big guns on different weeks. That's my opinion, and of course, the opinion of the comic shop owner. Doomsday Clock, Heroes in Crisis, and Batman Last Night on Earth all came out this week, and as a result, so too did every comic reader in the area. We saw the same sort of influx of non-regular customers that previously came out for Batman Damned, looking for the new DC Black Label title, complete with the phones ringing off the hook asking if we had it. What makes Batman Last Night on Earth different, though, is that it lacks anything so scandalous as Batman Damned's infamous Batawang, and due to this is neither sold out nor selling for ludicrous amounts online. Marvel managed to rival DC with a 5-5 split despite the huge releases, though. It's worth mentioning that Immortal Hulk, a previous bestseller mainstay for us, barely weaseled its way into our top 10 sales, for the book are way down. Looks like the speculators have finally jumped ship. It sucks when speculators jump on a book because the value's not real. Now, if it's, of course, readers being interested, that's one thing. They've got that excitement is real. They're going to come back every month to get this book. But speculators, if they're just buying it to sell it, it's a made-up value. Last week of the month tends to be a smaller release week. DC had other ideas for closing out this May, however, bringing many of its proverbial big guns to bear on the readers' wallets. Our bestseller by far was the first issue of Superstar Bat Team Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's Batman Last Night on Earth, yet another prestige Bat miniseries under the DC Black Label imprint. This week also saw the final issue of DC's event books Heroes in Crisis as well as the long-awaited 10th issue of DC Watchmen crossover Doomsday Clock. With only 2 issues to go, we might actually see the final issue before Christmas. Don't you believe it? The first Marvel book on the list, and the only one that moved numbers on the scale of DC's heavy hitters onslaught, is the always excellent Immortal Hulk. If it wasn't for the new issue of their best ongoing series, Marvel would have been soundly trounced on sales for us this week. The rest of the list is the usual lineup of reliable titles like Amazing Spider-Man, Detective Comics, and Catwoman. Superman Leviathan Rising, the one-shot prologue book for the event Leviathan, sold better than we expected. Could probably have upped the orders on that one. Leviathan was good. It wasn't bad. I don't think it was $10 good, though. And it does kind of do that thing where they tell a story and then advertise 2 books that are coming out. And so, yeah, it's definitely not worth the $10 in my opinion. But it is a good story. If they had just cheapened it down a little bit, I think it would have been much better. At least that's my opinion on that. I'm not going to give it a bad grade. It's just, wow, too expensive, too expensive. So anyway, that's what the comic book shops have to say about this week's countdown. Thank you. And that's what I have to say about what they have to say. So after this, we're going to go on over to Comixology and see who wins the digital week. Can DC win that top 10 again? Because no, they cannot win the top 20, but sometimes independent comics come in and shut Marvel down just the same. Starting off the digital countdown at number 10 is The Wildstorm, number 23. Coming in at number 9, Superman Leviathan Rising, number 1. At number 8, we have Batman Detective Comics Annual, number 2. Coming in at number 7 is Thor, number 13. In at number 6 is Fantastic Four, number 10. Coming in at number 5, The Immortal Hulk, number, what are we on, 18? In the number 4 position is Amazing Spider-Man, number 22. At number 3, we have Batman, Last Night on Earth. In the runner-up position at number 2, Heroes in Crisis, number 9. And at number 1, we have Doomsday Clock, number 10. Whoa, DC Comics wins again. Awesome. 6 again, 6-4. But this time only 3 in the top 3 and 3 that close out the top 10. Now, there's only 2 comic books left that DC produced this week, and that is Catwoman Annual number 2 and Dog Days of Summer. So there's no way they could win unless it just so happens that there's 3 or 4 independent comics coming up with Suppressed Marvel. Anyway, we're going to check it out, but I'm going to do this basically as a normal countdown, not keeping up with the numbers. Once again, I'm just counting the top here as official contest-worthy stuff, and DC won as far as that's concerned. But let's close out the top 20 and see what made it in. At number 11 is Daredevil, number 6. At number 12, we have Star Wars Vader Dark Visions, number 4. Coming in at number 13 is War of Realms War Scrolls, number 2. At number 14 is X-23, number 12. Coming in at number 15 is Superior Spider-Man, number 6. At number 16, we have Age of X-Men Extremis, number 4. At number 17, we have The Magnificent Ms. Marvel, number 3. Coming in at number 18 is Life is Strange. Coming in at number 19 is Black Panther, number 12. And concluding the countdown at number 20 is X-Men Grand Design Extinction Agenda, number 1. So there you go, guys. Once again, couldn't do a countdown contest all the way up to number 20, but that was the top 20 digital comics, as well as the hard copies, and in my opinion, DC won. DC kicked their butts. I was a little disappointed that neither Catwoman or the Dog Days of Summer showed up in the back 10. Just one of them. Catwoman, it would have made sense. Anyway, what did you think? Let me know in the comments below. What's way too high? What's way too low? You know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're thinking. Also, don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you like the video. Also, if you like the video, click on one of the videos that are popping up right now and saying, hey, watch me too. That would be awesome. I'd hate for you to miss things. Cool things happen around these parts. Don't forget to go on over to Ko-Fi, Patreon, or to our new Amazon shop to help out the channel. If you buy something through our Amazon store, you help the channel and you get something, and that's just awesome. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.